Hi, Mika. We trying to get into the. If you have started a YouTube channel, or if you're planning on starting a YouTube channel, you're creating these videos, the more you do, the better you get. You can spend hours upon hours creating your best video you've ever made, right? You can research it and edit it and record it and edit it and pour everything you know into it, upload it, then watch it get almost no views. Why? Well, because before anyone can appreciate your content that you put inside this awesome video, they have to see it. They have to click it. That's the part a lot of creators are missing right now. And it's what I'm starting to learn right now, starting to redo my YouTube channel. Content is king, but packaging is queen, and she runs the house, right? And with the changes YouTube is making, new changes, it's crazy. Learning how to package your videos, your content well is becoming even more important. Today, I want to show you what I mean by packaging, why your YouTube thumbnail is so important, video title, description, the opening hook, click-through rate, and audience retention matter so much. And what small creators like me need to start doing differently if we want to grow on YouTube. And no, I'm not talking about clickbait, nothing like that. We want to be honest and true to what we have inside of the video. I'm talking about earning the click and then delivering the promise. So YouTube is changing again. First, we need to talk about what YouTube just announced a couple days ago. So right now, the standard threshold for ads and YouTube Premium revenue sharing is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 valid public watch hours during the previous 12 months or the Shorts alternative. But beginning February 1st, 2027, new creators applying for that level of the YouTube Partner Program will need 8,000 qualified watch hours in the previous 365 days or 20 million qualified short views within 90 days. So for regular videos like this, 8,000 hours of watch time. That's double than the current long form watch hour requirement. So if you are building a smaller YouTube channel and monetizing is one of your goals, like it still is mine, this is not the time to simply upload videos and hope somebody discovers them. You have to be very strategic right now. You need people to click. Then you need them to stay. Then you need them to watch another video. Okay, so there's a method to this. I've been learning. I've been watching. So this means we have to start thinking beyond simply making good content. We have to think about YouTube growth strategy, video marketing, content packaging, the click-through rate, viewer retention, and watch time. That's a lot, especially for newbies. Because YouTube itself tells creators that click-through rate measures how often somebody clicks after seeing your thumbnail and the title. YouTube actually refers to your thumbnail and title as your video's billboards. That's your billboard. That's your public online billboard on YouTube. Think about that. Your thumbnail and your title are advertising the content before your video ever gets a chance to speak for itself. So the best video doesn't automatically win. This can be frustrating, especially when you have something meaningful to say, especially when you're just starting out and you're trying to figure this whole thing out and you're trying to grow, you're trying to get better. Maybe you're teaching or you're encouraging people or you're sharing something you've learned through the years of experience. Like our age range, my age range, I should say, we've lived some life, right? We've lived some life. We know some stuff. People need to know what we've experienced in life. Maybe you have a message that could genuinely change somebody's life. YouTube can't force anyone to watch it though. Your potential viewer is scrolling through a screen filled with choices, literally millions of choices. Your video might be setting besides 10, 20, or 50 other videos competing for that person's attention. And in that moment, they don't know how good your video is. They don't know what awesome sauce you want to share with them. All they know is what they see: the thumbnail, the title, the topic, and the promise. That's your packaging. So your content delivers the value, but your packaging gives someone a reason to open it. You know how every yummy candy bar I'm going to be talking about health choices here in upcoming videos. So of course I choose a candy bar example. The wrapping, it's enticing, it's intriguing. It pulls your attention like, ooh, I want to try that. That's your packaging. Your content delivers the value, but your packaging gives the person the reason to open it. This applies beyond YouTube also. On Facebook, the image and the first few words can determine whether somebody stops scrolling and takes a look at what you're writing, what your topic is, what your reel is. On Instagram, the visual and the hook matters. With a blog post, your headline can determine whether somebody ever reads your article or not. With email marketing, the subject determines whether the email gets opened or deleted and tossed and unsubscribed. Great content hidden behind weak packaging is still hidden content. Your thumbnail has one job. Your thumbnail does not need to explain your entire video. This is a huge mistake I was making. It needs to make the right person, not everybody, but the right person stop long enough to think, I need to know what this is all about. This means your thumbnail needs clarity, contrast, emotion, and curiosity. And usually less information than we think it needs. A lot less. A lot of times, and this was my problem on so many, I've gone back now and I'm trying to redo all of them. Too many words, too many graphics on one thumbnail, too many ideas, and just too much going on. Remember, people may be seeing the thumbnail from a very small phone, right? And depending the age group of your audience with eye issues. So YouTube's been putting even more emphasis on thumbnails recently. In July 2026, YouTube announced new thumbnail tools, including additional shorts, thumbnail options, and thumbnail generation inside the Ask Studio for long videos. I've been kind of playing around with this, and it's kind of fun. That tells me something, though. It tells me that packaging matters, even more than we all realized. The platform is giving creators like you and I more tools to improve things, though. And that's huge. That's helpful. So don't lose heart on the upcoming rule changes. Your title should create a reason to click. Let's talk about the title now. Your title should not simply label your video. This is a big difference between a label and a compelling title. Imagine a video about starting over financially after retirement, which I've done a couple of those videos. I've gone through it in life. I could title it Starting an Online Business After Retirement. And I think I actually have done that before in my video. That tells you what the video is about. What we should do instead is say something like this. I wasn't ready to retire, so I made a $35 decision. Now there's a question in your mind, right? Are you thinking it? What was the decision? Why $35? That sparks curiosity. But the important part is that the video has to deliver on the title promises. So you've got to put your main emphasis within the video. YouTube specifically warns creators against misleading thumbnails and titles because a high click-through rate followed by poor viewing duration, like the length of time the video is watched can signal that viewers did not get what they expected. And that's not a good thing. We want to over deliver as best as we can. Now, we're not looking for perfection. We're just looking to get as good as we possibly can. So curiosity is good, deception is bad. Your thumbnail and title make that promise, and your video keeps it. So your first 30 seconds really matter. Now we have to move inside the package, right? Somebody clicked. You won the first battle. Congratulations. Woo, woo, woo. Now, don't waste that click though, right? There's where the long introductions can hurt us. And I am the worst at this. I start off slow and I can like just pull all this information out and it's so boring. And I'm trying to get better at this. I'm learning to watch what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. I'll do my little script and I try to practice getting my energy just a little bit up. You don't have to be fake. You got to be yourself, right? But you got to think like you're having this intriguing conversation with a buddy, with your bestie, okay? Not just a little camera lens there. So I'm trying to fix all that also while I'm growing my channel. Now, you don't need 2 minutes telling somebody who you are, everything your channel is about, what you did yesterday, and what you're going to eventually discuss. Get to the point immediately. Right there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? And by the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Bobby Raffin, the Hopepreneur. And I help women over 40 find freedom in life, financially, and in health. So now you know who I am. So we want to tell people why they need to stay immediately. The beginning of your video should confirm that I clicked the right video. For example, I started this video by telling you that you can create an incredible YouTube video, fantastic, right? And still get almost no views because nobody clicked. Then I told you YouTube is changing its monetization requirements, right? Now there's a reason to stay. You know what we're talking about, you know why it matters, and you know what you're going to learn. That's a YouTube video hook. You get right to it. YouTube identifies viewer retention as one of the key metrics creators should watch for. When people leave during a slow introduction, confusing explanation, or weak section, your audience retention graph can show you exactly what's happening there. You know, get inside YouTube, look at your analytics. Don't be afraid to check those numbers out. It's good information, okay? They're not an insult. They're not. I used to be afraid to look at it. It's not an insult. It's information that you need to continue growing. Packaging does not end with the thumbnail, though. There's another part of the packaging that sometimes gets ignored, your description. So a good YouTube video description should make it clear what the video covers and naturally include the words and phrases people might use when they're looking for that information. This is where YouTube's SEO, search engine optimization, and keyword research can really help. It makes a huge difference. You need to add keywords and you used in the video in the first 200 characters of your description. Let me say that again. You need to add keywords in the first 200 characters of your description. Now, they don't have to be stuffed. Don't stuff them there, but have at least 1 or 2, and that's going to raise your description score. So you want to put the keywords here and there throughout your description also. You don't want to fill it full where it just looks like a robot's talking with all these keywords. That's not good. It's not helpful. So be sure to write your description for people first, okay? Not robot talk, complete keywords. No, write it for a person reading it. Be sure, but make sure YouTube can clearly understand the topic of your video within your description. If your video is about YouTube thumbnails, video titles, click-through rate, audience retention, monetization, YouTube SEO, watch time, growing a small YouTube channel, those phrases should naturally appear in your script, your description, and when appropriate, in your title. And when I say script, that's usually if, you know, someone like me, my brain, I still can't remember things very well as far as like verses. I can't memorize verses. I can't remember my scripts. So if I didn't use a script, I'd just be babbling a whole bunch of stuff. So a script is what you actually read or you go through for your video. It can be an outline, a couple jotted notes, or the full script. And that's one reason I wanted those words naturally included throughout this video. So I'm trying as I learn, I'm growing, and I'm trying to expand my channel through that growth. Now, I use a little tool that's very, very helpful also. Besides my online business tool, I use vidIQ. It's a huge help for me. vidIQ currently offers tools for YouTube keyword research, title ideas, title analysis, thumbnail previews, and other optimization tools. It's very helpful. But I want to make something very, very clear. Don't become obsessed with becoming perfect, right? You can't. Sometimes people focus too much on the perfect SEO score, blogs, YouTube. We don't have to get perfect. I believe it's like 80, 81 or so and above. Do the best you can, but don't get obsessed. A tool can give you the information. It can't replace your understanding of your own audience, though. You've got to know who you're talking to. So you can use vidIQ for research to generate ideas. It's really helpful for generating ideas, looking at keywords, comparing title possibilities. Maybe you want to switch your title up. Maybe you've had a video up for a long time and it's just not producing the views or likes that you're wanting. Switch some things up, change your thumbnail, change your title, change your description a little bit. You know, look at those keywords, compare title possibilities, preview your thumbnail to a different change. Maybe it will be like tons better. You don't know until you try to compare a little bit. So study what's already working in your niche and then use your own judgment. You know your message, you know who you're trying to reach. And if you don't, reach out to me. I've gone through all this. I can help. The tool should help you make better decisions, not make every decision for you, though. The real formula is click, watch, satisfy your audience. Here's the simplest way I know to think about YouTube growth. So first, you earn the click of your audience. Second, you earn the watch time. Third, you earn another watch. You earn it. You work for it. Your thumbnail and title help you earn the clicks. Your opening hook helps you earn the watch. Your content and storytelling help you earn people watching through the whole video. Then your next relevant video gives them somewhere else to go. They're like, oh, look forward to that. Maybe a little premiere. Oh, let me, click on there, notify me. YouTube's own creator guidance focuses on click-through rate, viewer retention, traffic sources, and which videos are bringing new visitors into your channel. Instead of only asking, was this a good video? Or saying my video sucked, which I do all the time. I've got to watch that because I can only do what I can do, right? That's what we can do. Just try your best. So instead, start asking, would I click this? Does this thumbnail make sense in 2 seconds to me? Does the title cause immediate deliver on the promise? Where are viewers leaving? And you can see that. Go into the analytics. These questions can change the way you start building your channel. So don't let the outer packaging become an afterthought. So here's probably the biggest shift I would encourage you to make. Don't focus your video. Don't finish your video and then spend 5 rushed minutes creating a thumbnail and title. Think about the package, the whole package you want to deliver before you record. What's the promise? Who's it for? What's the most interesting angle you can come up with? What could the thumbnail communicate visually to your audience? What title would make the right person want to know more about what you have inside of that video? Sometimes the packaging may even help you create a better video because it forces you to become clear about what the video is really about. And that clarity carries all the way through your content. It's really important. We'll put B on the couch over there. So here's the final thought. YouTube is becoming way more competitive. We just heard the beginning of 2026 that it was going to be so much easier for new content creators. And now they're changing it and it's going to be a little more hard, little more difficult, but that's okay. Creators can't afford to rely on good information alone anymore. You know, I don't think that means you need to become louder, not using your authentic personality, fake, sensational, or somebody you're just not. You need to be you because that's who your audience is coming to see. Somebody's going to really resonate with your character, your personality, and they're going to come back for you. Okay? So it means you need to become more intentional though. If you have something worth teaching, make it easy for the right person to recognize that value so they know what you have, so that, oh, okay, yeah, I want that. I need to watch that, right? If you have a message that could encourage, educate, help, or change somebody's life, don't hide that message behind a boring title and a thumbnail nobody's going to notice. So again, remember, content is king. Packaging is queen, and she runs the house. Create something worth watching, package it so people want to click, then deliver so much value that they're so glad that they did. And if you're building a YouTube channel right now, tell me in the comments, what's harder for you? Creating the video itself or creating the thumbnail and title that people, you know, to get people to click? What's the hardest part for you? I'd love to know because I'm going through this journey too. Not just you. I certainly am. So please like and subscribe. Like this video. If it's helped you, subscribe to my channel. So subscribe to my channel if you want more practical strategies on YouTube growth, online business, content marketing, digital marketing, and building a meaningful business with purpose. That's faith-led. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.